Hey guys, welcome to Tesla Things. In today's video, we're going to talk about the earnings call that happened yesterday. So they shared a lot about the previous quarter, which is Q2, and also they shared some of the insights what's happening in the future in the Tesla. So without any further delay, let's get into the video because we have a lot to cover. But actually, before getting into the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And also if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. So yesterday's call was really fun actually. So they shared a lot of details. So first of all, let's talk about the financials. So the Q2 was a blockbuster quarter. So Tesla made a profit straightly for 8 quarters, which is really good. And then until last quarter, Tesla made a profit by including the credits that it used to sell to other auto manufacturers. But this quarter, even excluding those credits, Tesla would have made profit, so which is really good. So I think now you can call it Tesla as a profitable auto manufacturer, which is really good. And then also Tesla talked about, Elon Musk specifically mentioned that, so usually when a company becomes say profitable and then they become complacency and then the downfall of the company begins. But Elon Musk mentioned that Tesla is not going to be that case because Tesla wants to still hit on all cylinders and then continue progressing it, which is really good thing. So now let's talk about some of the things that Elon Musk talked during the call. So the first thing he brought up was FSD. So he mentioned that so they are making progress, and also he is really confident that Tesla is going to be releasing the FSD software, and that will make all the cars, all the Teslas out there on the road autonomous. So which is really good because I paid for my FSD, and then also recently they launched the FSD monthly subscription. So and also I think that will bring more people into the FSD. So I think that will really help Tesla grow both financially, and then also I think it will make the cars out there safer. So that's for FSD. And then also I think the next big thing they talked about was regarding the Model Y production. So right now there are 2 factories that are in construction right now. So the first one is in Berlin, which is in Germany, and then the second one is in Austin, Texas. So they are making really good progress on those building those factories. So those are called Giga Factories. And then also Elon, especially during yesterday's call, he was like at the Texas Giga Factory. And then also it's surprising and shocking. So last year at the same time, there was nothing in that land where the factory is standing right now. And now they almost have a finished factory. So just think about it. Like within 1 year, they built a factory, and also they are expecting to start production in next couple months before end of this year. So which is really fast building factory. So I think Tesla is really good at it. So I'll definitely make a video on that. So if you would like to know about the video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So they're building fast factories really fast. And then also they talked about Giga Factory in the China. So until now, so the factory in Fremont, so that used to be as a export hub. So they used to export cars to Europe from the Fremont factory. But I think the factory in China is going to be the future export hub because they see the huge improvement in the production capacity. So I think that will really help them to make that as an export hub. And then also because there is a huge demand for Model Y in Europe. So I think if they once they start exporting cars from China, so it's going to be ease out the demand or it's going to be ease out the supply from the Fremont. I think that will really help out demand in the US, especially because if you go ahead and look at the delivery dates for Model Y for the US, it's crazy. It's like in October or November timeline, and also I think briefly they took out the delivery timelines as well. So there's a huge demand, but there is supply constraint. So I think they're building up factories as fast as possible to ramp up the production. And then also other topic they talked about was the global chip shortage, because right now there is chip shortage that's affecting literally all the other auto manufacturers. So it's not just to Tesla, it's affecting everyone else in the industry, and the other manufacturers, they're actually shutting down the production lines, which is really crazy. But Tesla, at the other side, what they're doing was very interesting. So they're using software to mitigate the chip shortages. Wait, so now you can ask, how can they use software to mitigate an hardware chip shortage? So I felt the same thing when I heard that, but I think Elon Musk explained that. So they are not just looking for one semiconductor or just one chip. So they're trying to look into different chips and different semiconductors. So their software or the firmware team, so they are developing updates for that. So that's not directly impacting Tesla. So which in itself is a brilliant. And also Elon Musk on Twitter, he really appreciated the software team at Tesla, because that's almost or even better than the other tech companies. So, and also I believe that Tesla is not an auto manufacturer, so they're not making cars. I think it's a tech company making cars, and then also they are really trying to solve the problem of general autonomy. So FSD, full self-driving, is part of the general autonomy. So I think the future is really looking great for Tesla. So that's one thing for the Model Y. And then also briefly they talked about the semi-production. So I think initially it was supposed to start sometime in 2021, but now they announced that got pushed to 2022. And then also they briefly talked about the Cybertruck. So initially everyone thought that the Cybertruck is going to be the main production from the plant in the Giga Factory in Texas. But yesterday Elon Musk talked about that basically, so the Model Y is taking the precedence over the Cybertruck. So I think by end of this year they'll begin the production of the Model Y, and then once that's ramped up, so then they'll start the volume production of Cybertruck. So they are right now in alpha testing of the production for Cybertruck. So soon, by end of this year, I think they'll be getting into the beta stages of the production. So I think, which is going to be a bit delayed. So I think sometime in 2022, you might actually see the volume production. So again, so Tesla have a lot of things that's happening. So they're building new factories, and also they are developing new production techniques as well. So they talked about that. So the Berlin Giga Factory, so they're going to have a casting for both the rear and the front. So they ordered this huge Giga press, so which is I think the biggest Giga, like the pressing machine or the stamping machine in the world. So just think about that. So they are building factories at a crazy fast pace, and then also they are working on the new production techniques that will really help them to ramp up the production. And then they are coming up with new cars like the Cybertruck. So I think they're hitting on all the cylinders. And then also they briefly talked about the cell manufacturing, because obviously for an EV, the cells are really the most important part. So they talked about that. And then also he briefly gave an update about the 4680, which are the like the future for Tesla. So they are going to be working on that. And then also Elon Musk mentioned about so they are finishing some testing for those cells. So and also I think they proved that they'll be good for close to 1 million miles. So I think, but still they need to figure out some of the manufacturing process for the 4680 cells. But also he mentioned about the backup plans. So if the 4680 cells and the structural bags, if they do not go as planned, and if they are not ready for by the time the factory in Texas comes online, so they have the backup plan. So they'll just go with the 2170, which are the ones that are currently in the production. So, and also they're going to double their cell production in 2022. So I think 2022 is going to be really a great year for Tesla. So 2 factories are going to become coming online. So, and then the demand is like, you know, so like if you want to get a Model Y this year, I think you're almost out of luck. So all the production capacity for Model Y from Fremont factory is already booked. So good luck on that, finding a Model Y. So I think overall it was really a great call yesterday. So they talked about a lot of different things, and you know, but one interesting update Tesla or Elon Musk gave us, you know, he said he's not going to be on the future earnings call. He said yesterday was his last call. If there were no like major updates, he said he would just skip the call. I think that makes sense, right? Because, you know, like Jeff Bezos did the same thing, you know, Steve Jobs did the same thing. Basically, I think once they want to mature the company, I think the company is matured, and then I think they want to develop the number 2 in the company. So I think they want to, Elon Musk want to groom Jack, the current CFO. I think, and also I think he might use that time for working on something else. So I think overall, that was a great call yesterday, and interestingly the stock took a dip. So I still couldn't get my head around like the earnings call and the stock. If I'm invested, you know, I'm so the Tesla said they really made a profit, and then they are really looking forward to the future. I expect the stock should go up, but anyways, the stock went down. And also I don't care the stock price, so I really focus on long term. So, and also for long term, you know, Tesla talked about supercharging, so opening up supercharging for other EVs. So I think which is really that's the mission of Tesla. So they don't want to build a wall garden where they don't want to just keep superchargers for themselves. So Elon Musk talked about opening up superchargers for other EVs, and also so this is going to be easy in Europe and China, because I think they have like one common plug for all the EVs out there. It's going to be super easy, so it's going to be only software change for those countries. But I think in the US it's going to be a little bit tough, because Tesla, they have like their own proprietary plug, so they need to have add converters, or you know, like those converters at the supercharging stations. And also I think the way other you know, other EV drivers can use supercharger is basically, I think they need to install a Tesla app on their mobile, and then so they need to plug in whichever stall is open, and then they need to select the stall on the app and then enable the charging. And then also Elon Musk talked about, you know, so they're going to do like the price for kilowatt hour depending upon the time, because the superchargers right now, they are, some of the superchargers, they're like super busy at peak times, and the off peak, so they are vacant. So I think they want to encourage the other EV drivers to use the off peak, because, and also by basically pricing them lower, and then the on peak, I think they would like to price them a little bit higher. So, and then also I think he mentioned that they're going to use income that's generated from the superchargers, obviously, to build more superchargers, because they want to increase the superchargers than the car production. So I think right now the production rate for cars is more than the supercharger development. So I think they want to flip that, they want to add more superchargers. So I think overall I'm really looking forward for 2022, and also even the Q3 and Q4. So let's hope, you know, the FSD beta open up for more testers, and also maybe it comes to public. So I'm really excited for the upcoming quarters and also future. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That will really help my channel to grow. So until next video, see you guys.